Welcome to Manage to Engage, the podcast from clearandopen.com. Dedicated to the evolution of you, because businesses grow when people do. Serving leaders, managers, and people who will be, helping you reach excellence in your work and achieve your personal goals at the same time. Sign up for the free course at clearandopen.com. The authority position that a manager has over an employee is a unique opportunity for the manager to wake the employee up to reality, whatever that is, whatever that reality is. Hi, it's Joseph, and thanks for tuning in to Manage to Engage, the podcast from clearandopen.com. As managers, it's important to get a little insight into what the people you're managing want, whether those people happen to be employees or yourself. And right now, I can tell you one thing that people don't actually want: to stay the same and be complacent. So today I want to talk about the manager's role in giving people what they really want, even if they don't know it themselves. I offer weekly member webcasts, online courses, and mentorship at clearandopen.com because it's my truth that with the right tools, anyone can eliminate the people, money, and time problems holding them back in business. And I share parts of these webcasts and courses on this show because I want to help you too. If you're enjoying the show and learning from it, I'd love your feedback. If you're listening to the show on an Apple device, all you have to do is open the podcast app, view the full description of the episode, and click the link to leave a rating and review for the show. Thanks so much for listening. Let's start the show. So what do employees really want? Well, you guys know what a syllogism is? Syllogism is a three-statement or three-line logical construction. Like all dogs bark, Bill is a dog, Bill barks. The universe is expanding. You are part of the universe. Therefore, you are expanding. The universe is growing. You got two things you can do with that. You can try to stay the same and see how well that goes for you, or you can align with it and grow too. People want to grow. What is growth? Well, one easy way of defining it is knowing something that they didn't know before, understanding something they didn't know before, being aware of something that they didn't know before. The position that a manager has, the authority position that a manager has over an employee, is a unique, very often, and by that I mean one, a unique opportunity for the manager to wake the employee up to reality, whatever that is, whatever that reality is. I would say that it's the job of a manager to keep that employee in reality so that they don't think they're doing any better than they are, and they don't think they're doing any worse than they are either. The manager is a kind of coach saying, hey, the way you just served that customer, nice job. Next day, hey, the way you just served that customer, not good. Let's talk. You're a great listener with these kinds of people. With these kinds of people, you're not a great listener. Does that show up anywhere else in your life? Anyone else in your life tell you you're not a good listener? Yeah, my wife's always telling me I'm not a good listener, but I don't listen to her. Okay, maybe you'll listen to your boss then, since now your job is on the line. But hey, good news. What you learn here about listening is going to help your marriage a whole lot. And your marriage is none of my business, but your listening skills are. So we can do this two ways. You can grow just in this domain and become a better listener just at work. Or here's a crazy idea. You could become a great listener everywhere in your life. Which would you rather do? Or would you rather stay the exact same miserable person and make a little bit more money? Right? This is what Michael Gerber meant in E-Myth Revisited when he talked about the business as a dojo. Dojo literally meaning place of enlightenment, place of the path, literally. That's the do, the path. It's a place where you come to work out. It's half of your waking hours if you work full time. Why not use it to become who you want to become? So my argument today is that this is what people actually want. They want to be challenged. They want to wake up. They want their life problems solved. And if they tell you, mostly they won't tell you this, but if they tell you, actually, who I am right now is perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. And I just want to be able to come to work, be the same guy or gal every day, do the job the same way, and then get a little bit more money every 6 months for the next 20 years. Well, I would say, one, they're not in reality because that's not going to happen. And two, on a deeper level, that's not really what they want. The same way, people dream of retirement and not having to work. And most people who retire, they keep busy doing something, right? They take on some other project. People want to be challenged. And part of a manager's job is to give them just enough challenge so that they're engaged, so that they're growing, so that they're stretching, but not so much of a challenge that it overwhelms them. But how many employees say, boss, challenge me in a way that makes me grow into the person I've always known myself to be. Give me something that I'm just barely capable of doing. That's going to keep me up at night some nights, make me work my ass off, make me question why I'm doing all this. Give me a challenge like that so that at the end, I turn into someone and I discover a strength that I didn't even know was possible in me. Give me that. Who asks for that? Woo! Some people do. And I was just about to say, there is a cross-section of the population who does. I'd say no more than 10% are people who are they've been high achievers since they were kids. These are the people who are the captains of their sports teams and the presidents of their classes and yada, yada, yada. Some people just have that in them. And they're often the people who run businesses because they don't need other people to motivate them. But this is in everyone. People want to be pushed. They want to be challenged. Because what happens when you put someone in a job where they're not challenged? Well, when's the last time you've been to the DMV? Are these people overjoyed about life, and is their engagement cup runnething over? And no. They're miserable. You can tell by looking at them. This is where mediocrity comes from. Mediocrity comes from employees who are not challenged or challenged too much. They're not challenged appropriately in a way that's actually meaningful to them according to their own self-interest. And many people are just disconnected from their self-interest. They don't know what they want. They don't have goals. Cool. That's fine. Good news. Now you've got a boss who's going to hold you accountable to having them. Because you coming here, the boss says, you working, quote, for me and just doing what I say and not being clear about how it's for you, that's not allowed here. I won't let you work for me that way because I know too much about the unconscious resentment that it's going to bring. So when I hired an assistant about 4 or 5 months ago, one of my key questions was, go to my website, look at the code and, read my blogs. Tell me what's in this for you. Only 2 out of the 12 people actually answered that in a compelling way, telling me the rest of them just wanted a job or they couldn't make the connection. They couldn't make the connection. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just that self-interest is helpful. I'm saying it's not negotiable. Don't let people work for you because it's impossible, right? Well, I just want to be a great member of the team and sacrifice half of my waking hours to reach your goals because I'm all about other people. Go other people. Yeah. Not only is it disgusting, but what happens? They resent you. They gossip. They judge. Because it's horseshit. Because there's no such thing as that kind of unself-interest. My biggest dream is to dedicate half of my waking hours to serving someone else. I get so much out of it. What? What do you get out of it? Because maybe, okay, service and the cause, whatever, sure, that could happen there. But then what do you get out of it? What do you get out of it? And how do you want to change? How do you want to grow as a person, as part of this universe that we're all a part of? Thanks for listening to Manage to Engage, the Clear and Open podcast. Join us next week when you'll be a little bit closer to who you're destined to be. Until then, know that Clear and Open is dedicated to the evolution of you, because businesses grow when people do. If you want to help the show grow, I'd appreciate you leaving a rating and review on iTunes. All you have to do is open the Apple Podcasts app, view the full description of the episode, and click the link to leave a rating and review. Or you can go to clearandopen.com/review and it will bring you to the right place. If you're looking for more support on your journey, head over to clearandopen.com for even more tools, articles, and free resources. Thanks so much for listening. Bye for now.